Hello, Manueli. How are you?
I'm okay, a bit warm, but it's not too bad, you know. How are
Oh,
you,
it's not
Benny?
too. I'm cool today. I'm cool today. It's the weather's much better than it has been the last week or so, so it has cooled down. But I'm sure the weather is very hot where our next guest
Next
is.
guest is, so let's get straight into it. So today's guest proves that business doesn't have to be about making the most money. It can be about making the biggest difference.
Nicole Joseph-Chin is a social entrepreneur, business strategist, women's health advocate, educator, international speaker, and founder of Ms Brafit.
A social enterprise that's been changing the conversation around breast health for over 2 decades.
If there's not, let me say that again. If that's not enough, she's also worked in banking, advised entrepreneurs, spoken around the world, and somehow finds time to inspire people.
I first met Nicole through Facebook, where we bonded over a shared love of silly humour. And now we regularly catch up about work, family, life, and of course, exchange the occasional memes.
So, without further ado, let's go over and meet Nicole. Here we go. Hello,
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 hello.
Nicole.
Welcome
Hello,
to the show.
Danny. Hello, Carlos Manueli. I'm so happy to be here.
Great.
Oh,
Hello.
hello. Thank you for coming.
So we get straight into it, Nicole. Tell us what is shaping your life right now.
What's shaping my life right now? That's such a lovely question and something that maybe I should have asked you. But anyway, anyway,
Anyway.
um, I've been looking at the calm side of my life and my journey. And I'm taking a lot of time now to just step back and look on at the landscape. And it's been quite an interesting time in my journey. I'm using a lot of the time to sit with entrepreneurs and listen to them. People who are aspiring to be entrepreneurs. I'm doing coffee mornings with them in person mostly, and it's very random sometimes where I'd be like, "Where are you? What are you doing?" Like this morning, I know of an entrepreneur but she's an aspiring entrepreneur and mother, and so I decided, let's just do coffee, let's just do whatever early in the morning after my first set of morning activities. And it was so lovely that we got together for breakfast on a Monday morning, which is usually a thing that people avoid because, oh my gosh, I'm rushing on a Monday. I want to get everything done. So I've actually been working on helping people to just pause, and I think it's working. It's really working. Life sometimes can be tumultuous, and sometimes inside of there we don't pause to find out how someone is doing. We ask people all the time, "How are you doing?" We
Yeah.
ask people, "What are you doing?" But we never really delve and sit and look in the eye and ask, "So really, tell me the truth. How are you doing?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I love that I have the time or that I make the time to do it. And I love even more that people say yes and that we make the time to do it.
So what about Miss Brafit? Where did that come into it? How did you begin that? Tell us about that.
So that inspiration is really something totally interesting, right?
Mm.
And sometimes you do things and it's very much innate to you and you don't even recognize that it's a part of your journey until you step back and again you step out of it and you start replaying some of the stories in your life. So let me go back to genetics pretty much. And I'm no scientist by profession, but let's go back to a little bit of genetics. Both my maternal and paternal grandmother were very busty women. As we will say in the Caribbean, they were well endowed, right? And the Trini word for breasts, one of the colloquialisms is tututs. So
Ta-ta.
let's just say both grandmothers had plenty tututs, right? And that is in hindsight. That is now when I think about everything and when I think about that divine experience of thinking of those women that were most likely having a challenge with their bodies and with their
Mm,
breasts, with their comfort and with their ease. And this was in the late, they were born in like 18 something, right?
mm,
Or the very early 1900s. So when you think about those women when they were becoming more mature, even during their puberty, and adolescence, when you thought about what they had to go through, in those days. But let's fast forward a little bit. As an adolescent, in fact, I began developing at 9. But the people who loved me and cared for me and care about me, my parents, my godmother, my aunties, everybody took that interest in making sure I was comfortable. But I recognized inside of there that I was given that chance and that I, as a girl growing up in a developing country, if you want to call it that, was given that extra attention and care around my body and around having a sense of comfort and ease that will then establish my confidence.
mm.
And more than that, reduce any kind of risk that was around the visual of my breasts in a public space, right? And I'm only understanding all the scientific aspects of this now. And, as I step back and step away from everything, but I was in corporate and I was damn uncomfortable. I was that corporate woman who dressed up and wore my corporate wear, but I always was conscious of my breasts. And I was self-conscious because sometimes you always wonder what people you feel so conscious that somebody's looking at you, and you feel like the first thing they're going to be looking at are your breasts. That is
Yeah,
true. It's really true.
Yeah, yeah.
And we sexualize this dialogue around our bodies, and everything about the body, especially the female anatomy, is so highly sexualized. Anyway,
Mm.
let's fast forward.
Yeah.
So in 2002, when it was burning in my soul enough, I said, I am going to start that social enterprise, and it's going to be
Mm.
called Ms Brafit. Now, if you mind, I would just share a little bit about Ms Brafit, because
Yeah.
Braithwaite is a very popular surname in the Caribbean, and
Right.
it's spelled Braithwaite.
E-
Thwaite. I thought, yeah,
Yeah.
I think I
Yeah.
spelled it correctly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, so I decided to use a colloquial spin on it because it's pronounced Braffit. And anywhere you go, you won't call somebody Braithwaite, really. I mean, some people insist now, call me Braithwaite, and that's how they want their names to be pronounced. But
Mm.
we know over the Caribbean, over the years, that it's Braffit. So I decided I'll just colloquialize it, spell it incorrectly,
Yeah.
phonetically, and just have fun with it. So
That's
I
clever.
I became the household name, Benny, and the thing is, people started thinking that was my surname. So people who thought I couldn't spell Braithwaite properly started addressing documents for me, like invitations and stuff, to go to events or to attend conferences. And it was Mistress Braithwaite. And I had such a fun time showing up as Mrs. Braithwaite,
Yeah.
spelling it the way I know. And sometimes
Yeah.
people would scratch and say, oh, no. And it just became my other name. And the name I became well known as a household name in the Caribbean with. So what
Brilliant.
is Miss Brafit, if you ask me now? Because I know you asked me a little bit about it, but I'm going on and on and on.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
no,
that's good.
that's why you're
Mm.
here.
We specialize in bra fittings, but not only bra fittings. We look at bras from the perspective of really a psychosocial experience around the why of comfort, the why of empowerment, the why of ease, and then the why of that philosophy behind the highest level of performance that can happen when your first garment, the first layer, is comfortable. That's it.
That is very complex, isn't it?
Complex, all right.
Yeah, it's not just fitting bras. It's a whole, like you say, social aspect around it.
It is. It is. Yeah, and there's so many, there's so many layers to the bra conversation that sometimes I get carried away and I go on and on and on because people say like, tell me in 5 minutes. I'm like, no, I need to tell you in 5 hours. So
And you travel all over doing that as well, Nicole.
I travel doing, yeah, and I also what we did was over the years I designed education around it because I recognized that there was more to just that clinical dialogue around take this bra, it's going to be your right size, you're going to wear it well, you're going to be able to enjoy it. But there were so many things that women were and still aren't talking about.
Mm.
And inside of that comfort dynamic are so many other elements. And so we've developed an exceptional educational program around it, and I just enjoy sharing the programs, the workshops, the seminars. And we've even developed games around it because it's such a difficult conversation to have that I
Mm.
decided to make it an easy conversation to be had. So it goes into different spheres in terms of how we deliver a conversation. And it all depends. It could be for dads, it could be for moms, it can be inside of the corporate space, it can be in a grassroots community, it can be at a clinic, a medical center, or medical clinic, it can be at a conference. So it all depends on the audience and the social dynamic that we need to address. And
Mm.
we go in and we have a grand time. It's such a lovely time.
You enjoy it as well.
I
You do
do.
seem
I
to
do.
absolutely love it.
I love it.
Right, Nicole, here's a question for you. What question? Here's a funny one. If someone followed you around for a week, what would confuse them the most?
I like that question. It's funny. This morning, the friend I was having, the entrepreneur I was sitting with this morning for coffee, they were like, I live vicariously through you, but I would love to spend just a little time longer with you. And I said, you'd be so exhausted. You will be tired. So first of all, anybody that follows me around for a week will be exhausted. They will not be able to cope with my long days because I'm an early bird. I'm an early riser. I wake up super, super early.
Mm.
I am awake in your time zone. By the time you're ready for work, I'm up as well and I'm ready for anything that the day wants from me. So I get up super early, like 3:30, between 3:30 and 4
Wow.
a.m. But don't ask me to stay up too late some nights because if I'm not good company at night at all, right? Or in the evenings. But you will also be intrigued because I take the world on with a certain level of curiosity that's not average. And I don't say this as a boast, but
Mm.
I say it because I've recognized that my curiosity sometimes has pushed the envelope a little and gotten challenged me to be better and to do better things and to do more unconventional things. So you will also be maybe a little, you might be concerned, you might think I'm a little crazy.
Aren't we all? All the best ones are. All the best ones are.
Right? But then you will also recognize as well that I also like a very balanced way of doing things.
Mm.
So I will rest as much as I would work, and I will play as much as I will work and rest. If you followed me around as well for that week, you would discover the side of me that loves nature,
Mm.
that loves to be in the quiet spaces and green spaces. You'll also find this spontaneous side of me that might just stop because I saw something that I really, really liked, like a flower or an animal or something in nature that you didn't notice
Mm.
because
It's
it
too
just
busy
was so
running.
hidden in plain sight, right?
Yeah.
You will also be inspired a little, I think, because that's what people tell me. I'm not saying it because I am saying it, right? People often say I inspire them. I don't know what that means in their language or from what they, because they're hardly ever able to describe, right, the
Mm,
inspiration. But
mm.
I guess it's just because I'm very determined. And I guess that sense of determination is not something that you will often see throughout the character of one person, right? Over and over and
Yeah,
over and over and
yeah,
over.
yeah. It's an energy that you carry.
Yes, it's
And you
that.
radiate it out, and that's addictive, really. And they want more of it.
The,
Thank you.
the
And
can do.
the next
But
thing that that also strikes them is my spirit of making nothing a problem. Moving on quickly. I think that is
mm,
something that I learned to do over time, but it's something that I treasure because when you sum up the scheme of things, really there are a few things that should give us that much stress that we can't quickly move into that place of okay, it will be all right. It's going to be okay.
Hmm.
Or, it's not okay, but let's not lose sleep about it.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think that that's going to be your week with me. And of course, we'll go to the beach because that's going to be one of the things that is critical to our well-being and our thriving. And we're going to have dessert most likely before the meal comes to the table. Because just in case there's no room, we want to have dessert first.
Everything that you do, it's about giving pleasure and helping people in all ways, really.
And Benny, something, the work that I do is difficult. I
Mm,
mean, this might sound like a very, cool and light conversation, but really behind the scenes, the work that
Mm,
I do is very, very emotionally charged. And a lot
yeah,
of times, I don't know where the conversation is going to go when that woman comes into my consultation. And sometimes it's highly emotionally
mm,
charged. And so I need to also, inside of there, have a way of having some level of equilibrium in my life. It really, and it's
totally.
also to support them, so sometimes they become part of that experience. Let's go for dessert or let's go on a
Yeah.
picnic.
yeah,
I'd
yeah.
be surprised sometimes. A client who has come as a client ends up as someone who's joining me for a picnic on a random day in the middle of the week at lunchtime because I'm like, well, let's do lunch, but let's do lunch that's not traditional lunch. I
Yeah.
have a picnic basket in my car, or most of the times it's not necessarily packed with food, but it's packed with cutlery and drinking, glassware or drinkingware and that kind of thing, and napkins and always a tissue. So we're always ready for that moment of okay, let's just pick up lunch somewhere and let's go spread the blanket and let's sit and have a meal. So that's again, it might sound like, oh my God, she has a crazy fun day. But that is to balance the life that I
Yes.
live.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's important. You got to have that balance. Otherwise, it's that's where problems occur. Then it's taking life too serious, and all those kind of things. You got to look at life with a little bit of humour and your tongue in your cheek. If we to survive it, we really have.
Which is where Carlos Manueli comes in because he's the
Exactly.
OG.
Exactly.
I mean, sometimes it's like, oh, what did he just post? But it's like, you know what? We needed this other truth. So thank
Yeah.
you.
Right, I got a question. I'm trying to think. I put a year and I've lost it now. I've moved too many things. Oh, right, yes, right. This is this. What song would play every time you entered a room if you had a soundtrack to your life?
Hmm, my gosh. There'd be so many, right? There'd be
Mm,
so many. But that song that I sing almost at the drop of a hat is I love the thought of coming home to you, even if I think we can't make it.
Simply
Simply
Red.
Red.
Yes, I love
Yeah,
Simply
yeah,
Red and I love the fairground.
yeah.
That is my song. That is my song. That is my
Yeah,
song.
Yeah,
that is a good
that's
song
your
too.
anthem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good choice there. Good choice.
You're going on a cruise shortly as well, is it next
Oh
week?
gosh, yes.
Ooh, right. I've always wanted to go on a cruise. I've never been,
I've
and
never been
so
either. Makes two of us.
oh,
Yeah. And
so it's the first one for you.
I've never been, and I'm going next month.
I better tell Cena we're going to sort ourselves out. She's got to
Sort of
sort the
cruise.
cruise out.
Then you
Like,
have to fix this. Then you have to fix this. You can't be left out. You can't be living
I know.
vicariously through us.
Okay, Nicole. So this is called Name That Tune, which is like, do you know the game Name That Tune? Yeah, yeah, of course you do. Well,
Everyone knows Name That Tune.
we can't use music because of copyright. So we're gonna hum it, DDD it, or la 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 it. And so
Or something similar.
or something similar, and you've got to
Uh-oh.
guess what it
Hopefully
is.
it could sing.
When we sing in, right? So I will start, and I'll do a little bit first, which you're not gonna get, but we got to build up to it, you know. Right. Do, 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 do. I think I said too much.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Yes, yes.
Oh, well done! Oh my Nicole, that is amazing. That is I need to sort of fanfare out. I need to sort of fanfare out for somebody. That's brilliant. Well
I
done.
knew I said too much. You're the only person that's ever got it with the first go with
But I'll
me.
tell you this. I'll tell you this. I'm that person who hears the first note of a song anywhere or a tune, as we say in the Caribbean too. And people are like, how did you know that was a song? I'm like, because I know the song. But I must tell you, I do have that knack for getting it right. I mean, I'm not boasting here either. This is not beat the
Yeah.
chest, okay? But this is like, I got you, man. I got you. Do I
Right,
get a prize?
There is no prizes.
Oh
I
man.
know. We'll have to work out prizes.
Then you should have come with a harder
we,
tune.
we, we'll send you a certificate. But if you get this one right, you'll get 2 certificates.
It's two tunes I have to name.
Yes.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Right
bring it
then. So
Well,
it's
then
right. I'm trying to find out a way of doing it now. So it's a da 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 da.
I don't want to do. It's an ABBA song.
It's not you playing.
It's ABBA. I'm just trying to remember the name of it.
Honestly, we're on show 12, and he's still doing it.
Okay, y'all gave it away and I missed it still. I don't remember the name of the song. Remind me the name of that tune.
Yeah, I'll do it again, and then you'll see if you remember it.
I don't want to talk
Yeah.
about the things we've gone through. The winner takes it all.
The winner takes it all.
I didn't know that then until you said it.
That's it.
We were
I
too.
still get a prize.
Yeah, Carl's going to sort out a certificate for you.
Oh,
Send you a lovely certificate to put on
I'm
your
gonna
wall.
post that so far on my walls. I'm gonna have it just, where I can see it every day. I named
Keep it in the bathroom. Keep it in the toilets.
How do you know that's where I sing the most?
That's where we all sing the most.
You want to do one, Nicole? You don't have to.
I have to do one.
You can have a go if you want to, yeah.
Y'all trust me?
Yeah.
Y'all know enough soca music because I'm going to own it.
Oh, I know it's gonna be obscure now. Nothing up too
all right,
obscure.
let me see if I can make it real easy for you, all right?
Thank you.
No, No. Pop, pop, pop,
No.
pop, pop.
Ba, 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 ba.
No, you have to give us more for longer.
Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop.
I don't know that one. Benny?
Ba, 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 ba.
It's actually a face gone globally famous. So that's why I'm helping you guys out here, because if I did another soca song, you all will totally be lost. But let me do it. Let me do it again.
Yeah.
Pop, 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 pop.
I do it.
Boom, 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 boom. No, can you do more?
That's really the whole song. Pop, pop, pop.
Let the
Okay.
dogs out.
Oh!
I knew it. I was like, I know
Good
it.
for you. So you might not know this. So let me give you a piece of trivia. And Carlos Manueli, this is probably going to be one of your next posts. Your one of your long posts while you're walking and talking, right? But Who Let the Dogs Out started off as a soca song written by a Trinbagonian called Anselm Douglas.
All right,
And
right.
it was sung by the Baha Men. Recorded and sung by the Baha Men. But I
What was
think
his name?
Anselm Douglas. So I think, and I could be corrected, I stand to be corrected, but if he wasn't the writer, he was the original singer of Who
Right.
Let the Dogs Out.
And that was it way before the
Yes, way
yeah.
before, because
What
we
was it
danced in
really?
part with it as a soca song. So yeah.
Right.
Ah, right. And exactly the same words, Who Let the Dogs Out as well.
Who Let the Dogs Out? Same song, same words,
Wow.
different music, different music accompaniment and
Yeah.
arrangement. That was
Ah,
all
right.
it took. Mhm.
Yeah, they seen a song, they knew it was good, and they just took it to the masses then.
Yeah. It got
Yeah.
taken wider and further. Yes, pretty much.
Oh, wow.
Do I get a certificate?
I know, I wouldn't have got
I
that
will let
one.
Carl create one for you.
Oh dear me. Funny.
So I got another question. Another question,
You have got
Nicole.
another question?
Yeah. What you have sort of covered it, but go in. What keeps you grounded?
So a few things. Nature, definitely. And my faith. Oh my gosh. If I didn't have faith, I won't be sane. I promise you. So it's a little combination of both. It's the nature and the faith.
Mm.
It's the walks in nature, the sitting in nature, living in the Caribbean and the tropics. I can't sit under an apple tree, but I could sit under the equivalent of it, which is a mango tree or a golden apple tree, which is a pomsiter tree in some islands, it's called.
Yeah.
Or I may be, and it's mango season right now, by the way. I'm going to send you some torture pictures. Walking out in the garden, in any garden, just being in the outdoors, going to the beach, that kind of thing keeps me grounded. You know what also keeps me grounded? The truth of a 3-year-old or a 5-year-old.
Oh
Oh
yes.
yeah, children. Yeah.
Yes.
Truth of a 5-year-old will ground the most egotistic human, hopefully.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true though, but guess what? A 5-year-old keeps me grounded because they all, when you look in their lives, you realize that play is fine
Mm.
and that they're okay with playing and nobody stops them. Nobody stops a 3-year-old or 5-year-old from playing, but they
No.
stop us from playing, right?
Yep.
I'm like,
Yeah,
you know what?
yeah.
I'm free. Leave me alone. I'm free.
Yeah,
But
jump in the puddles. Yeah, I like to see kids jumping in puddles. That's as long as they got
yeah,
well, they don't even need wellies. Just jump in the
No,
puddle.
just jump in the puddle.
yeah.
I had my grandchildren on Saturday, and even though they wore me out, but they gave me so much joy. Just being
Mm.
and I because it gives me a license to be silly as well.
Exactly.
And it's
Exactly.
like I'm just as silly with it. But it was it's his birthday today. He's 3 today, and so I
Oh,
just before before I came tonight, I've been up to see him, and yeah, I've been on the floor today, and because the dog was on top, he was pretending to be the dog, then trying to lick me as well. Then, and I'm just like, what am I supposed to do with it? Yeah, go on then, just do it. Just enjoy yourself, but just enjoy yourself.
It's the innocence of it, isn't it? I
It
always
is.
remember
And the
my
truthfulness. And the
Ah,
truthfulness.
yeah.
yeah,
They're so
Well,
truthful.
yes. Yes,
mm.
well,
Yes.
you might appreciate this one. On Saturday, we were out and we were in the park, and there was a rather large gentleman that was there, and we were by the bin, and he came over to chuck something in the bin, and he said, "Tatki, he's got boobs," and I was just like,
And that's the other truth about kids. Their mouths,
"Yeah,
children. They
Yeah.
will say the truth.
yeah,"
They
and
will
I was
say
like,
what they see.
"Yeah," they just, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, right, yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, dude."
You probably wanted
But
to die. You wanted to fall in a hole.
yeah, I did, yeah. I was like, oh.
And
Out loud, "Oh, he's got boobs." I was like, oh no.
Mm.
Oh
and
dear me.
the other thing about them as well is, like, certainly with boys, they run everywhere. They don't. It's like, I was wondering, when's my son going to stop running everywhere? Like, do you mean, like, he's like out to the car running?
Go to the
When you get
kitchen to pick up something, they run, they drop it in the sink, they run back up, pick it up, it's broken.
when he gets to our age, that's when he stops running, because your back and your knees won't allow you to do it anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. So, children really keep us grounded. They keep us in check.
They
Yeah.
do.
So I have friends of all ages, including the little 5-year-old friend who I want to hear from them. I want to have a conversation with them. I want to go on a play date. I want to go to the movies. They're very expensive though, right? Because
Yeah.
Yeah.
they want to go to the movies and then they want everything at the
They want
movies.
everything in there.
And then
Yeah.
they want pictures after the movies in the little photo booth. So, it's like, well, guess what? I'm going to be 5 again and enjoy this with you. I went to the movies with a 5-year-old a few months ago, and something was wrong with the reel and it stopped. So the technicians came and they put it back together and it started again. And the cinema was quiet. And then all of a sudden he goes, yeah!
Yeah.
Applause and screaming at the entire movie house. Just broke into laughter. Which adult was going to applaud the return of the movie?
Yeah, only a child could do it. Brighten up the adults, Come on, man,
Yeah.
adults. Stop being
Yeah.
adult. Stop adulting for a little second.
Stop adulting for a bit. Yeah, no, this is true. It's one of the things I teach is yes, stop being an adult all the time.
Yes, and I love that. I love that. That's one of the things that really keeps me grounded as well. Just knowing I could break out into dance somewhere. Today I went to the supermarket to buy some stuff, and the music was nice. So what did I do? I just danced through. Well, we have a move that we call chipping, right? Where you're dancing and walking at the same time. So I was chipping in the lanes, and people are in the supermarket and they're up to their own good and they're looking after their whatever they're coming to buy, but nobody's enjoying the music. But the music was very enjoyable. It was a nice break from getting out of the traffic, stopping while it was raining. There were a few accidents on the road. So it was a break for me. And for me, I was like, if I'm having a break, let me have a break. Let me
Enjoy
really,
yourself.
So I enjoyed the music.
Whereas the other people are not listening, they can't hear it. They're carrying
Was
on with their
so
day to day. But
caught up
you
in their lives,
heard it straight away.
I have a question for you all.
Oh yes. We like
I have a
answering
question
questions.
for you all, and it's really around this, being caught up in our lives. I find lately so many people are not smelling the roses or pausing because of so much that's going on, right? And what would you suggest or what would you recommend to the world right now for people, just people, ordinary people like us? What would you tell them if you were to meet them on a bad day?
I would say personally, it's that rule. Will it matter in 2 days' time what is going on now? Will it matter in 10 minutes' time? Will it matter in an hour's time? Will it matter in 2 days' time? And if it doesn't, then forget about it. That just ask, like you said earlier, how much does it matter? It's not, some things we're going to worry and things are going to hit us. But then there are things you can just discard straight away. You can say, I don't need for this to be in my head and worrying me. it's not going to matter in the grand scheme of things
Mm.
in 5 days' time. It's like when people have road rage, and that's what you've got to think straight away, isn't it? It's not going to matter 15 minutes' time. So stop it, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Good. This is a good question. I would say it's start being kinder to yourself. Be kind to everyone else, but we're never kind to ourselves. No, nobody's we can be our own worst enemy, and there's no need for that. If we start showing love to ourselves, then love starts coming from everywhere else as well.
Yeah.
That's true.
They say never talk negative about yourself as well, because your brain doesn't know the truth.
It
So
doesn't.
if you
It
keep
can't tell the
repeating that,
difference.
you can't
Yeah.
tell the difference. So you keep repeating that to yourself, and
Yeah.
your brain believes that's the way it is.
Totally. And
Don't put yourself down.
affirmations, people spend a fortune on buying books about manifestation and affirmations, and we're doing it every day, but we're doing it in a negative way towards ourselves, and all we're going to do is just flick that switch and say, do you know what, no, I am worthy, I can do this. It's just changing a few things, and once it starts, then life starts happening in a much more positive way. It's and these are the things I teach, and it's what I tell people. No, you're doing it already. You're just doing it in a negative way. Just switch it to positive, and it
Flip the
works.
switch.
Flip that switch, and and it's real. It's not. It's not make believe. It's real.
Yeah,
We're
they
doing
think
it every day.
they think
Yeah,
it's a conspiracy theory, don't they?
yeah, they
That's
do.
not a conspiracy
They do,
theory.
but it's natural. It's just having to sit down and people come back to me after and go, well, actually, yeah. Do you know what? I've thought about it. The worry I've caused myself, and then that's what I'm attracting. That's the people that I'm with. I'm attracting the wrong kind of people because the energy I'm putting out is negative. If I'm putting positive energy, then these are the kind of people you start attracting, and you want to do more things, and that grows into marvelous things.
That is so true. Yeah. That self talk is something that not everybody understands is powerful, eh? We don't understand it, and that's it. Tell yourself how amazing you are instead of telling someone else. I mean, and not you're not going to tell the other person. You will tell them, but
Yeah.
tell yourself as well.
Tell
Everything
yourself
you're
as
going to
well.
compliment somebody with, compliment yourself as well. Yes, I'm smart. Yes, I'm amazing. Yes, I'm also silly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah.
100%.
Totally.
Don't take things too
Totally. Don't
serious.
take things too seriously.
Yeah.
Life is a game, and we if there is no rule book, apart from just be nice, and just be nice to yourself, nice to each other, and celebrate our differences, because that's what makes us all special.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, talk good to yourself.
Well,
Tell
thanks for
yourself.
answering my question. I love that we can flip the switch.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
Because
that was good. We like that.
we forgot to ask people. We've said bring questions as well, and then we forgot it as well. There's a couple of things we forgot to do. Do you know what I mean?
Ah,
That's Carl's side. He gets lazy. All the technical stuff gets sorted. It's Carl's side.
All the administration.
the man has too much work to do. Don't you understand?
That's what I get with working with a comedy genius. and working with Carl as well.
Yeah.
You're working with two people, right? Yeah, two personalities. Oh my.
I never thought, when I came up there thinking, Oh, they're on a cruise. Oh, it's the Titanic. Hang on a minute. No, but
I know, I know.
I hope your cruise goes much better. There shouldn't be any icebergs where you're going. You should be safe.
I know that, looking at that and thinking of that.
I was just like,
Well,
right. Yeah, we were talking about
yeah,
it.
going on a cruise. I'll do a little ident with the Titanic, like.
Yeah.
We just
Right.
talked about self-talk, guys. We just
Yeah.
talked about
Yeah.
it's gonna be great.
We're gonna be great. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
Fine, safe, and great.
Well, talking about that just a second, when I read something the other day that with the ships, they used to put the woman's mast on the front of a ship, didn't they? On wooden ships.
Oh, right. Yes. Yeah.
Well, apparently, I don't know if you know this, Nicole, they used to do it because if a woman is showing her breast to the sea, it'll calm the sea down.
Yes,
That right? Have you heard that?
we do.
Yeah. You
Actually,
do.
there's a lot of merit around femininity
Mm,
and divine feminine energy and the ocean.
Mm.
right.
And no doubt, even though I don't have the data that you're sharing and the research that you're sharing at the top of my mind, what I will say is that the ocean is revered as a powerful woman.
Yes.
And so you treat her with kindness,
Respect.
respect, because she is the creator of things. Water is a powerful start of creation. So
Right.
giving honor to the ocean is not by any means something superficial.
You do a video on that now, aren't you?
It is in my notes.
So what you're telling me is take my top off and just make sure this is calm all the time. I'm getting the hint, Carlos Manuel. Benny, is that what you got from this? Benny, is that what you got from this? Benny trying not to say anything. Benny, is that
I'm saying nothing. I'm saying nothing.
No, I could see where you might have got that from, but no.
He always puts his foot in it. Right. So on that note, so how do people find you? Where do they find you?
So I'm in the social media space, and particularly with breast care education, mastectomy care, post-surgical care solutions. We're inside of the Facebook pages. So Ms Brafit is on Facebook. We are also, she is also on Instagram. We don't do enough TikTok, and I'm sure Carlos Manueli will help us to fix that, because why am I not on TikTok? Really, seriously.
Yeah.
You haven't
Did
got
you
much
know?
time. You haven't got much time with the sounds of it, Nicole.
Did you know that I am not active on TikTok as I should be? We also have a website, and then we do write articles from time to time. So Google, you can find some of the places that we've been in terms of writing articles or any kind of data that you want to find on us. Via just Googling either my name, Nicole Joseph-Chin, or Ms Brafit, MSBRAFIT. And I can easily be found in terms of if someone wants to have a conversation about their bodies, about their breasts, about post-surgical care, about mastectomy care, about the different changes in our body. Sometimes men have these questions for their daughters, for their wives, for their significant others, for their mothers. If there's anyone who wants us to do a workshop or program with them, we are also available if you send us a direct message, or if you send us a WhatsApp and it's actually, the WhatsApp is accessible through our Facebook page as well as through our Instagram.
I also noticed you got a Wikipedia page.
Do you know somebody did that for me and I had no clue?
She's
Someone
made
did
it.
it for me many years ago and I had no clue. So yeah, I do have a Wikipedia page. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes, right? Sometimes I don't know where my story has gone. or where
Yeah.
people have shared
Yeah,
article,
yeah, yeah.
or I sometimes really don't know, and I don't Google myself often. Or if I do, it's really to send a link to someone. But then I discover, oh my gosh, I am somewhere that, yes, I was genuinely there, but I did not know it had an electronic and virtual footprint.
Did you bring your joke with you,
Oh,
Nicole?
yes. Joke. Oh,
Oh God, I'm gonna give you a Trini joke, right? It's going
yeah.
y'all don't
Brilliant.
mind, right? Y'all don't mind, right?
No, don't mind.
So this is not my original, all right? Because I'm bad at jokes. I'm really horrible at jokes. But okay, so I'm in the islands and it's always hot, right? Let me see if I could get his joke right because oh my gosh, I'm horrible at jokes. So three people go to heaven. A Barbadian from Barbados, a Jamaican, Jamaica, and a Trini from Trinidad, right? They die and they go to heaven. And suddenly, no, and you see, I'm already bad with the joke.
It's okay.
Let me
It's
start
okay.
over. They
Back,
die
back.
and they go to hell. Why do I think everybody that dies from Trinidad must go to heaven? They die and they go to hell, right?
Not heaven. Easy mistake to make.
I know, right? Well, actually, you know what? Sometimes they died and they went to hell. And of course, it's very hot there. And it's the temperament of the Barbadian to be, very okay and compliant, and feel okay and just live the life and make things okay, just be easy about it, no fuss, no sweat. So the Bajan decide, well, he gonna stay and just, sweat it out. The Jamaican, he working out and all that, so he building a lot of muscle and he's sweating, so he good, he's all right. And the Trini, the devil hear him knocking and ponging something, right? So he gone and he looked and he's like, what you doing? He said, well, here so hot, I about to install an air condition.
He's finding a solution for it. Is that like what Trinis would do is to find a solution or something? Is that why? Is it?
Besides that, we'll disrupt things a little bit.
All right.
We're rocking the boat, right? So while the Jamaican would be like, well, we'll just go along and let it be. The Trini is like, well, let's find a way. We need to keep here cool.
I said it, yeah.
And it's always the Trini. It could have been the Barbadian, it could have been the Jamaican, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah,
these are
but it wasn't.
little things that keep us laughing together collectively as Caribbean people. And it's also sometimes the thing that causes a little bit of a nudge of a rivalry, but in a cute way. So
Yeah.
I don't think the Bajans or the Jamaicans would mind that I had that joke today. I hope that, and I hope the Trinis don't mind that I say we start the trouble in hell by putting a condition. And I hope the people who tell good jokes don't mind that I messed it up at the start.
No.
Bad with
Don't
jokes.
worry. We're gonna mess ours up now. So
I could not be a stand-up comedian at all. I
No,
would
I
not be
couldn't.
paid.
Right, do you want me to tell my joke?
Yes, Carl,
ahead.
you're
It's
next.
a Little Johnny. Do you know Little Johnny jokes, Nicole?
I do.
Yeah, of course you do. So Little Johnny comes home from school and he says, Dad, tomorrow there's a special adults evening in school. And the dad says, what do you mean special? He said, well, it's just you, my teacher, the head teacher, and 2 police officers.
That's a true story, it is.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I had
that
to
was
choose the
terrible,
short.
Carl.
I know I had to choose the short one as well because I'm terrible at telling jokes as well, Nicole. Got it, Betty.
Well, so I think I would. Because of the heat, we had a heat wave over here last week, and they sent us home early from work. So on my way home, I was passing my old childhood home. So I thought, I got a bit of time. I'm gonna I'm going to go and have a look. Go and check out my old house. So I pulled up outside and I thought, oh, there's somebody there. I could go knock the door to see if they let me have a look around. No harm in asking. If you don't ask, you don't get, kind of thing. So goes to the door, knocks the door, and lady answers, and I said, "Can I come in?" And well, I can't tell you. I told her I used to live here and everything, and I can't tell you what she said back to me, but she sent me off with my tail between my legs. And I tell you what, my mother, she can be really nasty sometimes.
Oh my God.
Oh dear me, I don't know.
You were in good company.
Yeah,
Good company. Good company.
did you make that up?
Did I make that up?
Yeah.
It sounds like it really happened.
Yeah, I know.
True story.
He needed to get it off his chest, didn't he? He needed to tell us.
I think it really happened.
I'm not cooking.
Yeah.
You did it again. She said you can go home and cook your own dinner. Yeah.
Yeah, it's another true story, like.
Another true story. Yeah.